Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work-life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is build your entrepreneurial life from love, purpose, and vision. I used to wake up every day in the morning feeling fear and anxiety, and I was so controlled of so many negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, worriness, and self doubts about my business, about my entrepreneurial life in general. I was asking myself whether if I'm going to succeed or fail, or is this really for me, or am I meant to be an entrepreneur, or is this business going to work or not? So I was overcommitting. I was working very hard out of anxiety, out of fear, out of worst case scenarios, or expecting that bad things can happen in the future. So I wasn't enjoying my entrepreneurial life. I wasn't feeling very well. I was living in a bad native state. So I was constantly falling back to old bad habits. I was repeating unhealthy habits. I was feeling down, feeling very low in my energy. I was off connected from my future, from my goals, from my dreams, because I was constantly living an anxiety life. I was constantly living with fear, and I was expecting that things will go wrong and I will not succeed. I will not make progress. I will not win. And this kept going for a while until I realized that this life is not serving me. Those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions, those self doubts, that fear, that anxiety, they are not serving me. They're just making my life worse than it is. I'm not getting any better. I'm not improving. I'm not making progress. I'm not transforming my daily life, my daily entrepreneurial life. I'm not building new skills. I'm not building better habits. I'm instead falling back to old habits because I was overcommitting. I was working. I was investing my time, my energy, but not enjoying my entrepreneurial life, not enjoying my entrepreneurship, not enjoying to work. I wasn't showing up to work on time. I was late. I would wake up in the morning instead of feeling driven, enthusiastic, inspired, motivated. Instead, I was waking up and constantly being controlled of negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, and I wasn't feeling very well. So, in this topic, in this episode, I'm going to talk about this topic, and this is very important topic because I believe that so many entrepreneurs they have the same experience where they are constantly controlled by feeling fearful, scary, and worry in their daily entrepreneurial life because they're expecting bad scenarios, bad things can happen, and they are overcommitting. They are putting so much pressure on themselves because they commit out of anxiety, out of fear, fear of failure, but not from a place of motivation, not from a place of inspiration, not a place of drive. So many entrepreneurs, they work on their business, they show up daily in their entrepreneurial life, but not feeling very enthusiastic, not feeling motivated. Instead, they're expecting that they will lose clients, or they will get a bankruptcy, or maybe they will fail, or this business it won't work, or they will not achieve, they will not make any wins. And when you wake up constantly in the morning and show up to your business in this state or feeling like this, thinking negative, feeling negative, and expecting negativity, your life will just lead you to more negativity into your life. So you don't see any progress, you don't see any wins, you don't gain clients, you don't make progress, you don't build and grow your business, because you're constantly stuck in a cycle of feeling anxiety, fear, self-doubt, negative thoughts, feelings, emotions. They are occupying your brain, your body, and that's why you don't want to take risk, you don't want to make progress, you don't want to improve your life. So you don't stay productive, you don't focus enough. So I used to be this person. I used to feel constantly fear, scary, and anxiety, worry. And I noticed that this is not making me any better. This is not serving me. These are not helping me. So I made the decision that from today, from now on, I made this decision like few years ago. I will not commit out of fear, out of anxiety, or expecting bad things can happen. No. From today, I made the decision that I am going to show up for my business, for my goals, for my dreams, for my vision of the future. Instead, feeling motivated, driven, enthusiastic, feeling inspired, and I will not let any negativity in my life. I will start a new page and I will work on my habits. I will build my routines, my rituals. I will protect my time. I will protect my focus. I will protect my mindset. I will work on my skills. I will improve my skills. And I will stay consistent and seek to get better, improve every day, every week, every month. And this helped me a lot, to be honest with you. It transformed the way I show up. It transformed my life. It transformed my health. It transformed my mindset. Every time I went to the gym, I was committed to my workout. I was feeling driven, enthusiastic, motivated, inspired at the gym, because I know if I work on my health, if I improve my healthy life, if I invest my time, my energy on improving, building my healthy life, I know this will have a big positive impact on my business, on my life, on my clarity, on my goals, on my dreams. So that's why I started to implement morning routine and evening routines. So I started to show up differently because I felt like I am connected to my health. I am connected to my mission in life. So every day I used to wake up in the morning, instead of feeling fearful, anxiety, worry, and expecting worst case scenarios. Instead, I woke up in the morning and I had to practice these habits for years until I established them in my own life. So I wake up in the morning, I remind myself about my mission in life, about my purpose in life, about my values, about why I am waking up early in the morning. I wake up 5:30, sometimes 6 o'clock every morning. I love waking up early and I am an early riser. I have built this identity-based habit where I remind myself and I tell all my friends that I am someone who loves going to bed on time and early and wake up early, because I get to do many things done for my life, for my health, for my mindset, for my goals, for my dreams, for my business in those early hours. So average, normal, ordinary people, they wake up 7 or after 7, they just prepare, eat breakfast and go to work. But I want to wake up differently. I want to operate differently. So I start to wake up early in the morning and I remind myself that there's a reason why I wake up in the morning. There's a reason why I set an alarm during the evening before I go to bed, so I can go to bed on time, so I can wake up early in the morning. And there is a reason why I want to go to bed early and wake up early. There is a reason why I wake up early in the morning, because I want to be connected every day to my mission, to my goals, to my dreams. I'm not on this earth, I'm not in this business for sleeping. I'm here to wake up early, to show up for my goals, for my dreams, for my clients, for the people that I love, that I care, that I believe in. So I feel connected to my mission in life. I feel connected to my vision in the future. So that's why I wake up early in the morning and I implement my morning routine, and I get things done before many people they have even washed their faces, before average people have even leave their bed. So that's why I love waking up early in the morning, because I get to do things and I get to get things done early in the morning. So later on I can relax, I can rest, I can do something enjoyable. So I wake up in the morning and I visualize my goals, my dreams, that dream life. I visualize me helping people, improving their lives, adding values in their lives, improve their business, their healthy life. So I remind myself about my vision in the future, about my mission in life. So when I do that, I feel powerful, I feel enthusiastic, I feel driven, I feel more confident. I have so much respect for myself. I love myself so much, because I tell myself there's a reason why you wake up early in the morning. There's a reason why you want to leave your comfort zone. There's a reason why you want to implement your morning routine. There's a reason why you want to work on your habits, on your rituals, on your routines. So when I do that, I feel more confident, I feel inspired, I feel enthusiastic, I feel driven, instead of feeling worried and fearful and thinking that, oh, this business is going to fail, or I'm not meant to be an entrepreneur, and be occupied by negative thoughts, feelings, emotions. No, I feel grateful, I feel happy, I feel confident. I know I can do it. I start to believe in myself when I do this practice every day. So I used to do that, and this transformed my life. It transformed the way I show up to my business. Now I show up to my business feeling happy, driven, like I can't wait to work on my business, on my goals, on my dreams. So all those negative thoughts, self-doubts, and anxiety, they just fade away. They just disappeared. So this can happen with you as an entrepreneur too, if you practice daily. If you work on your habits, on your rituals, on your routines, this will work for you as well. All those negative old story, all those self-doubts and anxiety, fear, they will disappear. They will fade away from your life. You will break those old patterns, that old story. You will start to live a new life, a healthy life, a life that is full of happiness, enthusiasm, vitality, clarity. So you start to show up to your business feeling driven, enthusiastic, motivated, inspired to work, inspired to remain productive, inspired to complete your to-do list, instead of feeling worried, fear, or what happens if this business will fail, if this is not going to work, I'm going to lose so much time, all this effort, all that bullshit. All this will disappear from your life. So, and you need to learn to protect your mindset. You need to learn to protect your time. You need to learn to protect your energy. You need to learn to protect your clarity. You need to learn to protect your structure that you are repeating every day. You need to learn to protect your goals, your dreams, your vision of your future from any outside source. whether if it's habits that are keeping you stuck or preventing you from showing up, from feeling happy, healthy, fulfilled, or if there's people, especially people, like I'm telling you from my own personal experience, where I had some people in my life and I feel so grateful that I have blocked them. I try to stay away as much as possible. I try not to contact those people. I try to not to get closer to them anymore, because I had some people in my life, they always influenced me and impacted my clarity or how I think or how I feel. So they would tell me all the wrong things that can happen in my entrepreneurial life. Some of those people were trying to tout me out of this, out of being entrepreneur or working on my business. They would tell me like, this is not going to work, this business idea is bad, or this will fail, you should give up your business, this is not for you, you're not expert, you should go back to work for people 9 to 5. So some of those people, they were shaping my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. So every time, as soon as I talked to those people, I would think negative about everything in my life, about my business. And they were shaping my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, because every time I closed that call, or every time I would leave those people, I would come back home, I would feel worried and anxiety and start to self-doubt my business, my goals, my dreams. But after I learned to protect myself from those people, protect my time, my energy, my habits, my clarity, my goals, my dreams, I started to feel differently. I started to think differently. I started to be grateful. I started to be more driven, more enthusiastic, more inspired to do the work, to work hard, to improve, to get better, to transform my productivity, my focus. Those people, they were teaching me something. They were teaching me that you are not meant to talk to us, to continue with our relationships. You are meant to do something great in your life. So I took their negative talk, I took those negativity from those people, and I used it as a fuel to inspire me to work on my business, to my goals and dreams in the future. So I used it as fuel. So block some of those people or naysayers, or the people in your surrounding that are not serving you, that are telling you all the bad negative things that can happen in your daily entrepreneurial life. They try to tell you or convince you that this is not going to work, your business idea is bad or false, and they try to block creativity, and they trigger you. Like, I promise you, some of those people will constantly trigger your mind to feel and think negative, so much negative, fear and anxiety. I remember I had a friend in my life where every time I talked to him, he would tell me, oh, you should give up that business. You should not be an entrepreneur. This is not for you. Entrepreneurship is very hard. You're not expert. You're not really good. You're not getting better. You're not improving. You're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your energy. He used to tell me all this. But since I blocked him, since I removed him from my life, since I learned from my mistakes, where I used to talk to him, I used to visit him, I used to chat with him, I learned from my mistakes that I need to learn to protect myself from that individual, from that friend. And since I stopped calling that friend, since I stopped being off connected from that person and be connected to my vision, to my purpose, to my mission, I started to see different things are happening in my own daily entrepreneurial life. I started to feel like this is who I'm meant to be. I am meant to wake up early in the morning. I am meant to work very hard on my goals, on my dreams. I am meant to be extraordinary. I am meant to be an entrepreneur. I am healthy. I love myself. I love people. I love serving others. So I started to feel like, no, I am meant to be that person. I am meant to help people. I am meant to serve others. I am meant to make a difference in this world. And what those people were telling me, it was all false. It was just bad and negative things they were telling me. They were telling me their opinions, but not who I am. So if you have these people, I really highly recommend you that you remove them from your life, because the source of your anxiety, the source of your fear, the source of feeling fear of failure, it comes so often from people, not from like automatic negative thoughts, feelings, emotions they are prompted in your body. It comes from some people. So it comes from external source in your life. So learn to protect your goals, learn to protect your mindset, learn to protect your time, learn to protect your energy, so you can stay fully intentional with your goals, with your mission in your life. Once you do that, you will experience a different life, not the life that you used to feel constantly, feeling anxiety, worry, fear, what is going to happen, or I think I'm going to fail, or that bad thing will happen, or I don't think this business is going to work, it's going to fail. All these will disappear from your life. When you change internally, your external life will change. But if you keep internal things in your body, in your mind, in your heart, your external life will stay the same. Nothing will change in your life. So, and the best thing you can do to combat that feeling, anxiety, worry, or fear of failure, or expecting that worst case scenarios can happen or bad things can happen in the future, the best thing you can do that is to work on your habits, work on your routines, eat healthy, show up to your business, stay connected with your mission, with your purpose, with your goals, with your dreams, with your vision in your future. Work on your habits, build rituals, show up to your business, be productive, stay laser focused, stay away from distractions, work on your mindset, improve your skills, because all of these are signals to you that you are meant to be this person, that you are on your way to a better future, to a successful future. All of these are signals showing you that where you are heading and where you are going to end up. You will become a very successful entrepreneur, and you will break through in your entrepreneurial life if you practice your daily habits, your daily rituals, your daily routines. If you remain laser focused, be fully productive and intentional, and stay aligned with your goals, with your dreams, with your ambitions. Stay connected to your mission in life. All of these are showing you that you are getting closer, that you are building that dream life. Because your business, your dream future, your successful future depends on how you are feeling, how you are thinking, and how you are showing up to your business, to your future. And learn to protect yourself, protect your time, protect your energy, protect your mindset, and do not show up in the morning, do not show up to your business, do not show up at the gym to work on your health, do not show up to your relationships constantly looking fearful or feeling anxiety in your body, because when you are doing that, you're conditioning your body just for negativity. That's why so many entrepreneurs, they feel stuck in the cycle of feeling stress, overwhelmed, self-doubts, and constantly negative about their life and about their business, and this sometimes even impacts their relationships. Instead, practice your daily habits, practice your daily rituals, practice your daily routines, and condition your body to your future. And when you feel the experience of your future in your body, when you are training your body to feel like how the experience going to feel in the future, basically you're conditioning your body for your future. And that's why you will suddenly start to notice that good things are showing up, progress is showing up in your life, good news are showing up in your life. You will see different things in your business. You will start to feel differently. You will start to think differently. You will start to show up to your business differently, feeling driven, enthusiastic, motivated, inspired, not fearful, not worried. So practice that, work on this area in your daily entrepreneurial life, and I promise you, after a while, you will think differently, you will feel differently, and you will experience a different entrepreneurial life. That's it. That's what I got for you in this episode. I hope you learned something from this topic, and this topic is very important for many entrepreneurs, because we all know that so many times, and many entrepreneurs, they have different experience in their daily entrepreneurial life, which unfortunately prevents them from making progress, from showing up to their business, from getting closer to their dream life. So please don't forget to follow me on iTunes or Spotify, so you can get a new episode weekly that is full of insights, strategies, practical steps, past failures, old mistakes, so you can learn from my own experience, so you can learn on how to improve your entrepreneurial life and break through in your business. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode. Bye everyone. That wasn't bad.